What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have yet another exclusive pair of Kobes. This is the kvegaskickz Hanamichi Sakuragi. This is the KB batch of the shoe. Before we get into them, I want to remind you this video and all the other content on my channel is just for educational and entertainment purposes. If you're new to the channel, your first time here, go ahead and like and subscribe for me. I really appreciate that. It is very, very helpful. You can also be sure to follow me on Instagram and then TikTok at kvegaskickz. Guys, I'm thankful for all the support I've gotten, and we're going to take a look at these Kobes. So again, this is a exclusive colorway inspired by Hanamichi Sakuragi, and that's probably going to be the last time I say that name in this video because I get to talking quick, and I'm sure I'm going to butcher it. And I don't really know the correlation, honestly, between the shoe and that anime character because that's not something I keep up with. But it was a beautiful pair of shoes that my daughter wanted, and so we grabbed them. We love Kobes. Let me show you where I picked this pair up from, guys. All this will be in your description, including that discount code KVEGAS. Be sure to use that and know that take care of you. Let's dive in. So on this one, you got a semi-translucent pink outsole, your typical kvegaskickz traction pattern. The compound on these, the rubber feels very solid, no problems, not too flimsy. You got the real carbon fiber shank plate with your black shizuku. Traction on these was really good. We've already had these out on the court. They do squeak for those of you that want to know that, so you don't have to worry about that. And again, the traction was very good. Your midsole is in a nice glossy finish. You got 3 different shades, a lighter pink, medium, and then more of a darker pink right here at this line. This pair is very clean as far as glue residue, going from that midsole to your upper and the outsole to the midsole. Always look for that because Kobes just have a tendency to separate over time. So I always like to see a clean glue job, and this pair definitely has that. So everything looking good so far. Now, as far as the fit and the comfort, again, I've mentioned that this is a KB batch, and if you follow my channel, you know that the KB kvegaskickz just runs small. I don't know why. It's been like that ever since they introduced their first kvegaskickz back in the day, which was the Dark Knight, and for whatever reason, they haven't adjusted it. I don't know why, but with a kvegaskickz, KB kvegaskickz, you need to go up a half size, or you're not going to be happy with them. That's what we did here, and they fit fine. These are for my daughter. She's got a couple other kvegaskickzes, and we've gone up half a size and been just fine. But they do absolutely run small, so just be aware of that. And then the cushion, you're going to get a double zoom setup, much like the World Killer batch. You're going to get a zoom turbo unit top loaded in the forefoot, and a zoom unit in the heel, again top loaded. So if you like that double zoom setup, this is a great option for you. And I will say the KB batch doesn't tend to feel stiff out of the box. It doesn't take as much break-in time, in my opinion, for those zoom turbo units to start feeling good on foot. Now the upper of the shoe, of course, you have your micro mesh upper with the polyurethane scale overlays. The scale lining is pretty good on this pair. It might could be a millimeter or two smaller or lower, but it's not bad by any stretch. Typical shape for the KB kvegaskickz. And the material feels good. Not a lot to talk about there. The scales do have that pearlescent finish, adds a nice look to the shoe. Got the Kobe laces in pink over top of that torch tongue, and then up at the top of the tongue you got some memory foam in the top, and then you can see I should have loosened these laces so we could see it better, but you do have this nice shizuku with that same flowery print that you have here on the back. That is on the shizuku logo as well. Very nice touch, and the tongue has a nice spiral to it for a KB batch. That's pretty good right there. You got pink hits on the insole and the sock liner. All that looks good. I did remove that insole from the shoe, so we'll see that here in a minute. Of course, you got your swoosh in black. Looks to almost have a little bit of overspray on there, so that's something that KB's been working on. That looks pretty good. And then you have some synthetic leather back here underneath the heel counter with that nice flowery pattern. Very nice. Really draws some attention to the shoe. And then the back heel counter, of course, is in pink, and the shape is on par with what you'd expect for a KB kvegaskickz. Not quite on par with retail, but will still look really good on foot. And KB, one of the things that they have going for them, aside from the double zoom setup, is they tend to make some colorways that other batches just won't make. I can think of the Ice Grinches, for example, or the Air Mag kvegaskickzes. This one, the Anthony Davis PE. The list goes on and on. So at least give them credit for making some really nice colorways even if there are some small issues with the shoe overall, but those issues aren't quite as noticeable on foot. You know, these are things that we nitpick when we're looking at the shoe like this and comparing them to, you know, the retail look. People aren't going to be doing that on your foot, and let's face it, we don't need to worry about that anyway. Where would you like? Rant over. Let's take a look at the left one. Very nice. Back of the shoes, everything lines up pretty well. I was gonna say this one might be a little bit taller, but I mean, again, not gonna notice that on foot. Heel counter, that nice pink, kind of translucent over top of this synthetic leather with the flower pattern, or floral pattern I meant to say. And good shot of the medial side. Again, pretty clean. I did see just one or two little bitty glue spots on this one, but that's being pretty nitpicky, honestly. Overall, very impressed with this pair. Honestly, I kind of wish I'd have grabbed a pair for myself, but I've got several pink Kobes already, so all good. And she's got her season coming up, so she'll get a lot more use out of them than I will. Let's take a look at the Strobel. Now, with this white Strobel, it may not show up quite as well on camera. I can personally see the outline of that zoom unit in the heel. I hope that's showing up for you on camera. And then you can see right in this line there where the outline of that zoom turbo unit starts up in the forefoot. They did put a regular tag inside here, not a promo tag. Not that that matters, nobody's gonna see that but you, but I just make note of it. These are going to come with just some regular tissue paper inside, standard for a Kobe. And then you got the pink insole with the black Shizuku, and it is the mold to your foot insole that you come to expect for a Kobe 6. Not a lot to talk about there. In my opinion and experience, the KB insole is just fine. No issues with that. So the shoes, a beautiful pair of Kobes. Let's take a look at the box. So on this one, you are going to get the OG style Kobe 6 box. So the same box we would have gotten with the original Kobe releases, which is this Phenomenon box, the glossy look with the scale pattern, the Phenomenon print, and the Shizuku on the top of the lid. This box did get a little bit banged up in shipping. Not the seller's fault because it was double box, but again, UPS strikes. That's one thing, I'll say it again, if you have the option, sometimes you don't, to select your carrier, I would go with FedEx over UPS, but that's just, you know, whatever. Here is the box label. This is clearly not for this shoe. Nike Zoom Kobe 6 PE, green, metallic, gold, and black. Obviously that's not correct, not that that matters. Inside you got some regular white tissue paper, just the cardboard look in the side, the box, and that's your box for this one. And again, it got a little dinged up, not the seller's fault, but the main thing, the important thing is the shoes, and again, they look absolutely beautiful. Love this pair, they did a really good job. Obviously the KB batch, you know, could improve a few things on shape and whatnot, but overall looks great. They're a good performer, good option for you. So anyway guys, that is my unboxing review of this Kobe 6 Hanamichi Sakuragi PE. I hope you enjoyed the review and that it was helpful for you. Let me know what you think about this pair in the comments. Be sure to follow me on all my other socials and be on the lookout guys, because we've got a lot more of these reviews coming your way.